Hi, everyone. If we have not met, my name is Jenna, and I'm so excited to be teaching you yoga today. Welcome to my home. I live in New York City, and there are some really amazing things about practicing yoga inside your own home that I would love to share before we begin. So, I know this is a really interesting and different time for everyone as you guys are not in school and you don't see your friends and your teachers every day, but there are so many wonderful things about doing yoga at home. One of them is that you are in the comfort and the safety and the warmth of your own space, somewhere that has a lot of love inside of it. And that is the theme of the practice today. So every yoga class, there's what's called a theme, which is a specific thing that we talk about. So today is love. I even wore my love tank top in theme with the class. So finding love in your own home, in your space, and letting that support you and make you feel really happy and safe as we practice. Another really fun benefit of practicing yoga inside your house is that you get to try out all different fun things. There's no one to the right of you or to the left of you, or maybe you have a family member practicing, but there's not a whole classroom full of people. So if you want to go ahead and reach your arms out really wide, you can do so. So before we move on to your mat, I just want to say if you don't have a mat, that is perfectly fine. You can lay out a towel if you would like, or you can just be on the floor. We're not going to do anything that requires the mat, but if you have one or a towel and want to use it, go ahead. And then the next thing is just to revisit our theme of love. So as you move through this practice, I want you to think about how much you love you. So be really kind and really easy on yourself. Love yourself, your body, your mind as much as you can. Love the fact that you can move and practice yoga. And like we mentioned, love the fact that you're practicing in your home. So much to love. Okay, so coming onto your mat and taking a crisscross applesauce seat. Placing your hands in front of your heart in a prayer, close your eyes, and I want you to think about one thing that you really love about yourself. You can go ahead and say that in your head. Good. Now I want you to think about one thing that you really love about someone else. So maybe it's a friend, or a parent. And then I want you to think about that person, the friend or the parent, and send them a whole lot of love. Maybe thinking in your head, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then saying to yourself, I love you, I love you, I love you. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Open your eyes. Reach your hands up to the sky. And then place your left hand down on the ground. And reach your right arm up further to the sky. And then bend over to the left. Really good. Can you reach a little longer with your right fingertips? Do you feel the stretch all along the right side? Good. Come back up through center and place your right hand down on the ground. Inhale your left arm up high and then reach it over to the right. Feel that nice, big, yummy stretch all along the left side. And then float your left hand down to the ground. Good. Inhale, reach your arms out to the side of you. Exhale, breathe out. Hug your arms in together. So we're going to take a big breath in. That's called an inhale. And we'll swoop your arms out. And then an exhale, a breath out. And hug your arms in. 3 more times like that. yourself a hug, rock from side to side. Really good. Place your hands back down on the ground. And now roll your head over to the right and then down to the middle and over to the left. So we're making big circles to the right. One more time in this direction. And then switch directions to the left. So good. It might feel good to close your eyes here. Go ahead and test that out if you would like. And if you want to keep your eyes open, that's wonderful too. One more time to the left. Woo! Swoop that around. And then come back to center. Really, really good. Does your neck feel all loose and wiggly and ready to go? Awesome. Reach your hands back up to the sky. And then place them in front of your body. And then come up onto your knees. So we're now on our hands and our knees. We're going to move through two shapes here. One is called a cow shape, and one is called a cat. So there are lots of poses in yoga that are named after animals, and we're going to do a few of them today. So, how you do cow pose is you arch the spine, so lift the head up and look up to the ceiling, and allow the belly to fall down to the ground. Take a big breath in, and breathe it out. Ha. So you're lifting your seat and your head up to the ceiling, and you're arching your spine. So we're creating a big C shape with the back. Now, this is cow pose. We're going to move into cat. So our hands and our knees don't move at all. All we're going to do is round the spine. So lift the belly, round the spine, and drop the head. Let the head be really heavy. Maybe shake the head. No. And shake the head. Yes. One more time. No. And one more time. Yes. All right. Do you guys remember both of these poses, cow and cat? Let's test it out. Moving back to cow. So create that giant C with your back. Lift your seat and your head up to the sky. And then cat pose. Ready? Woo! Round the spine. Lift up through the belly button and drop your head down in between your arms. One more time, cow pose and cat pose. So good, everyone. Now begin to move your seat from left to right. So when I say seat, it means your bum. Move it from left to right. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. And maybe your head starts to wiggle. And maybe your shoulders start to wiggle. Good. Now I'm going to teach you child's pose. So take each of your knees and move them to the outside of your body. So if you do have a mat or a towel, move it to the outside of the mat and the towel, right where the edge is. And if you don't worry, just move them out to the side a little bit. So I'm taking my right knee and moving it out to the right, and my left knee and moving out to the left. My seat is going to be on my heels, and you want the tops of your feet to be on the ground. So you don't want to tuck your toes in like this. Instead, you want to let the tops of your feet be flat and on the mat. Seat towards heels, tops of the feet flat, knees out to the side. Good job. So that's everything happening in the lower half of our body, so from the waist down. So from the waist up, this part's really easy and kind of fun. You guys just get to droop yourself forward and let the top of your forehead come down onto the ground. And your arms can just come out in front of you.
And this is child's pose. Maybe rock your head from side to side. Ooh, give your forehead a nice massage. So good. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Ha. 2 more times, a big breath in and a big breath out. Ha. Last one, a big breath in. Breathe in as much air as you can. And a big breath out. Ha. Lift yourself back up. Come back onto your hands and your knees. Really good. Okay, this next one we're going to do is a balance. So, place both hands on the mat and then reach your right leg out behind you and place your foot on the ground. Good job. Now, for a balance challenge, can you reach the right foot up off of the ground a little bit? Whoa, good job. Hold it here. Find your balance. You might wiggle from side to side, and that's awesome. One more balance challenge here. Can you take your left hand and reach it out in front of you? Whoa! So good. All right, placing the hand back down on the mat and then the knee back down on the mat. Good job. We're going to do this on the other side. So send the left foot back, place the foot on the mat, and then can you lift the foot off of the ground? Whoa, straighten that left leg. You got it. And then for another balance challenge, go ahead and reach your right arm out in front of you. So good. Remember to do all these poses with a lot of love. Feel this in your heart. Does this pose make you feel strong, balanced, silly, happy? Place the right hand on the ground and place the left knee back on the ground. So we're back on our hands and knees. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. Woo! Good job, you guys. Okay. So the next pose we're going to do is we're going to sit onto the heels. Place your hands behind you on the ground. And then lift the hips up a bit. Whoa, so good. All right. Put your seat back on your heels. Slowly come up. And then you're going to scoop your legs out in front of you. So your feet are on the mat and your hands are behind your hips. We're going to move into what's called reversed tabletop, or some people just call it tabletop. But you're going to lift your hips up. Whoa, so good. Press into the feet, press into the arms. Can you lift your hips a little higher? And maybe you can drop your head down. Whoa. Can you see the room upside down? What does it look like? So fun. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Ha. And now lift your head back up and lower your hips down to the ground. We're going to do that 2 more times. Lift the hips up. You can drop the head back. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Ha. Lower the hips, lift the head back up. Come back to the ground. Last time. Lift the hips up. Drop the head back. Take a big breath in. A big breath out. Ha. And lower. Back down to the ground. Lift your head. Lower your hips. Good. Now give yourself a tiny little squeeze. Curl into a ball. So good. And now another really fun part. One of my favorite parts of class is we're going to rock all the way back and forth on our backs. So you can watch me first. Woo! Hold yourself in a tiny little ball. Go ahead, give it a try. Woo!
So fun. Okay, coming back up to a seat. And now you're going to lengthen your legs out in front of you. So I'm going to twist so you guys can see what this looks like, okay? And then spread your legs apart. Good. Can you reach for one foot? So your right foot with your right hand, and then the other foot, your left foot with your left hand. Whoa. And if you can't reach all the way there, that is totally fine. Just go ahead and place your hands on your legs wherever you can reach. Good job. Take a big breath in, a big breath out. Maybe close your eyes here. Think about how you feel in this stretch. Do your legs feel a little longer? Do you feel a little happier? Is there a little bit more love in your heart? And with your eyes closed, say to yourself, I love you. Open your eyes. Go ahead and place your hands on your legs if they're not already. And then move your feet to butterfly. So you're going to move the insides of the feet, the bottoms of the feet together. Place your hands on the feet. And then your knees come out wide, just like a butterfly. You can start to flap your wings. Feels really good in the legs and in the hips. Maybe you love butterflies, or maybe there's another animal you really love. Good job. When you're done flapping your wings and going on your butterfly adventure, take your right hand and put it on your right knee, your left hand on your left knee, and zoop, draw your knees together. I'm going to face this way again so we can all be doing this together. Good job. Now, go ahead and rock and roll back and forth a few more times. And then once you're sitting back up, cross your legs and come back up and over your knees and onto all fours, onto your hands and your knees. Good job. All right, so we're going to move into another shape, another pose that's named after an animal. And this one's called downward facing dog. So the first thing you're going to do is step both feet back. So you're on your hands and your feet. And then lift your hips to the sky. Press into your hands. You can bend your knees. Really good, everyone. So we're upside down. We're in this upside down V shape. So good. And can you lift your right leg up a little bit off of the ground and place it back down? Can you lift your left leg off the ground a little bit and place it back down? One more time, lift that right leg up, place it back down. The left leg up, place it back down. And now we're going to walk our feet all the way up towards our hands. Walk, 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 walk. Bend the knees and fold over yourself. So this forward fold is what this position's called. This forward fold gives us a big, nice stretch all in the backs of our legs. Do you feel that? From your ankles all the way up to your hips. Maybe your hands reach the ground, or maybe they hang in space. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Good job. Now slowly roll all the way up to stand. Good job. Lift your arms up to the sky. And now bend your knees. And this is called chair pose. So bend your knees almost like you're sitting on a chair, right? If a chair was here, we'd be sitting on it from this part, and our back would be against it on this part. So it looks like we're sitting in an invisible chair. Take a big breath in, a big breath out, and now stand all the way back up to the sky and place your hands in front of your heart. Good job. I'm going to turn so you guys can see me again. We're going to do a little bit more balancing, so get ready. Bring your right leg up towards your body, and then grab your foot and place the bottom of your right foot on the inside of the left leg, anywhere it feels comfortable. So that could be all the way down on the ground, and that's awesome. Or it could be a little higher or a little higher. And this is our tree pose. So good. So your hands can be on your heart center, or you can begin to grow the branches of your trees by reaching your arms up to the sky. Maybe you're a wobbly tree and your arms are floating around. You can be any type of tree that you would like today. Balance here. So good. And if you fall, that's awesome. You can get right back into it. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, and now lower the right foot down to the ground. Tree on the other side. So bring the left foot up, and then move the knee out, and bring the bottom of the left foot anywhere on the right leg. So again, down here, or maybe all the way up here. Every option is an awesome one. And again, you can grow the branches of your trees, thinking of your arms as the branches. Or maybe you reach them out to the side, maybe wiggle the fingers. Or be a loving tree and give yourself a hug. So good. Feel the love. Maybe think about the person that you thought of in the beginning of class who you sent your love out to. Think of them while you're in this loving tree. Take a big breath in, a big breath out, and place your left foot back down on the ground. Awesome. Okay, so the next pose we're going to do is called a figure four, and this one's the hardest one. So you're going to lift your right leg up and then cross your right ankle over your left leg and then bend your left knee. Do you see the four shape of your legs? Good job. Placing your hands by your heart, or maybe giving yourself a hug, or you can place your hands down on the ground. Good job. Bring a smile to your face. Feel the love in this pose. And then place the right foot on the ground. Doing this on the other side. Lift the left leg up, cross the left ankle over the right thigh, and then bend your right knee. Really good. You can place your hands at heart center, or maybe they come down to the ground. Do you feel the stretch in the left hip? All right. Coming back up and placing the foot on the ground, and go ahead and shake that out. Wiggle, 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 dance it out. Shake one leg and then the other, and maybe one arm and the other, and then shake them all. Woohoo! Okay, take a big breath in, reach your arms up to the sky. Stretch, stretch, stretch like you're grabbing for the sun with your hands. And then forward fold once more. Bring your hands down towards the floor and lift your hips up to the sky. Now bend your knees and come into a tiny little ball. Really good. And now go ahead and lower to the ground so you can go boop And pop your seat down to the ground. And we're going to come to lie down on our backs. So lowering down. So we're lying flat on our backs. Say, hello, ground. Hello, earth. Thank you for holding me. Now placing both feet on the floor, so the bottoms of your feet come onto the ground and your knees are bent up towards the sky. We're going to go into what's called bridge pose. So just like we did in our tabletop, you're going to lift the hips up towards the sky. So press into your hands and your feet and lift the hips up. Take a big breath in, a big breath out, and lower your hips down to the ground. Lift your feet up to the sky. Bend your knees, and then give yourself a squeeze. Coming into a tiny little ball, rock from side to side. Good job. Lengthen your legs out long, come back to lying flat on the ground. Close your eyes and take the next few minutes to rest. You've done so much amazing work. You are so wonderful at yoga. You balanced. You did tons of poses. And now it's time to rest, to get everything you just did in your practice. Close your eyes. Feel your body be really heavy and soft. Feel really relaxed and peaceful. Take a big breath in, a big breath out. Roll over to one side, and then come back up to a seated position. Place your hands at your heart. Close your eyes. Think about the person that you love so much that you are sending out love. Say, I love you to them. Now, think about you and say, I love you to yourself. Open your eyes and have a beautiful rest of the day full of love. Namaste. Bye, everyone. See you next time. Thank you.